How you doing? Welcome back to another episode of Remify with this Project 1958 International. Like always, if you like it, click the like button and subscribe if you want to see some more. Since we got the box on, still figure out what I'm going to do with it. We woken the beast. We got it running, so now we can move on like this old 1958. And the other video runs. It's a 240. It's number matching with the frame and everything. It's all the same. It is all the same numbers, and it runs. It's gonna need a little bit of work, but yeah. So now let's figure out these wheels here. See if I've seen people swap the axle. I don't want to do that really. I just want to see what kind of shapes these drums are in, and then we can move on if I have to keep them the same or change the axles for different. I guess GM axle will fit underneath. We'll figure it out, but like always, I'm not here to chit chat too much. I'm just gonna do the work. So I'm gonna jack it up. Nobody wants to see somebody just jack a truck up and then taking wheels off. If we could figure that out. So I'm gonna cut to taking the drums off if they come off. Might have some a little bit of banging to do there, but let's figure it out. All right, I got the front on the stands. You see it? Now, let's move on to the back. And these are, anybody's wondering, these are 17.5. And they're not split rim. Oh yeah, it's missing a locking hub. And the other side, well, it's this little weird little cap there. I don't know what it is. Yeah. So let's jack up the back and put it on stand and start working on these drums behind. Hopefully they come out. All right, got the back all jacked up. I'm gonna leave this jack here just for safety. And I'm gonna move on to the front. Oh yeah, and I figured out that transmission is a T18. This is kind of a mess. Just trying to figure out what kind of transmission. I can see it better here this way. It's got a PTO shaft on it. That's pretty cool. I can make a dump truck or a snowplow on it. But let's go check the front. Before I pull the wheels off, I'm going to check the tie rod, bearing, and kingpin. So let's get on. Go to the front. Try to figure out how to put this camera on it. There. Okay. Alright, let's see what moves. We've got a bar and the tire. We're gonna get some play. Well, you gotta blame it, it's 1958. Move up the tire up. Oh yeah. A little wiggle there. Yep. Look at that. A piece of corn in there. Whew. Oh, there you go. think if I read it properly, these are F15 front axle. So, anyways, I'm gonna move on to taking the wheels off and get to the drums. We'll see you in a bit. Okay, I got the tires off, and these are pretty neat. It's got a hole cut up in here. You can see it to inspect your brakes. Kind of hard to hold the camera and then rotate at the same time. Yeah. Looks like this drum is held by 1, 2, 3 screws. And luckily enough, they turn. So let's do this with 2 hands. I'll park the camera and then see if I can get this drum off. Yeah. Okay. So if somebody's wondering how to back these brakes off, you go grab the little knob there inside. You see right there, old gear. The adjuster is right there. You take a tool like this and you go down. You see, oh, you can see my wheel moving. So if I press down, which turns that wheel that way, I'm loosening my brakes. So you can keep doing that until it's really loose. There. No. And spray some lube there. And then I'm gonna give it some little love tap all the way around to see if it separates here. If not, well, I'm gonna have to pull the whole hub assembly out. All right, I tried hitting it and it's not budging. So next step, I'm gonna pull the nuts off, pull the whole hub assembly out. So stick around. Okay, anybody who's wondering, there's a little tab here. You have to take a chisel and then bend this, and you take this nut off. Put the nuts off. One nut in the back, a locking ring, and then there's the bearing. Oh, there's another washer. There's a little washer, and there's the bearing. There you go. Look at this bearing. It's actually pretty decent shape. And let's see if I can pull this drum assembly off while dropping the camera. See if this works. No. 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 Does this work? All right, let's try to do it this way. All right, drums off. And there's your brakes, folks. It's wet in there because I sprayed some lube in there. Try to free up this. There's your adjuster again, right here. Okay. And then there's the lining. It's actually not bad. Actually a part number on it too. And there's your wheel cylinder that's in good shape. And then this drum doesn't look like there's much wear to it. I'll have to actually measure it, but and then I'm going to try to separate or not I can just leave it like that. And there you go. There's I believe these are F15 front axle. And the next step, apparently I have a broken U-joint behind it here. So I was told. I'm trying to take that out. All right, moving on to the other side, the right side, with this little weird little cap there. Not so lucky on this side. It's kind of all rounded up, and I don't want to. Somebody is trying to take these out, but I already loosened my brakes. Yeah, I'm not even gonna try because I'm just gonna pull. Same thing, the nut, bearing, pull the whole hub assembly out, and I don't need to take these off. And hopefully these drums and brakes are still good. The other side was like not even worn. All right, let's move on to take this off. All right, I got the cap off. I bent my tab, and I don't have the right socket for this, so I'm just gonna hit it just like that. Which I did break it free before I turned the camera on. And just take this nut off. There. And there's your locking tab. And there should be another washer right there. No. Oh, that's the nut. The other nut. That one should be too tight. Yeah. Shouldn't be too tight. There you go. That's just holding the bearing. There's this. Once they get sockets, and then there's a special preload. You preload your bearing, tighten it up, and you lock it up. There's the nut there, and then there's your other washer, and then there's your bearing. So I already backed up my brakes. There you go. This looks pretty good. Doesn't look crack at all. Barely any. There's no ridge there. None. No ridge at all. Yeah, that feels pretty good. And then these brakes. Oh, there's a lot of lining. Still, part number still on it. Looks like they changed these brakes not too long ago. Well. And same thing with this side. This sound like there's a broken U-joint in here. Yeah. So it looks like I got a broken U-joint on both sides. But good news is I don't have to change these axles because the drums are still good. And look, maybe a seal leak in here. But these I can still buy. You still buy brakes, but you can't buy the drums. Made of, how do you say it? Unobtainable. Pardon my French. I'm actually French. So I'm going to move on to take these braking plates out and inspect my U-joints now. Stick around. So cool. I just noticed the head of the bolt. It looks like it says IH. International bolts. So I'm gonna take these bolts out, but I'm gonna do by hand. I'm not gonna put an impact on it because I don't want to break it. I want to feel how it's gonna turn. So it's the regular 9/16. Regular 9/16 sockets, and I'll break these free and we'll see what's behind it. All right, I got all the bolts out. break this loose. Oh, right. Well, just gotta take everything apart. Oh yeah, I have to break this tire rod apart and take this backing of this knuckle out. Actually no, I remember now. Hey, take that. No. There. Oh yeah, look at that. Oh. Looks like gold. Actually not gold, but there's a shaft. Not a U-joint. It's a broken shaft. Wow. That's gonna be something. Hopefully I can find this. If not, I'm gonna have to make one. I have to remify one. Yeah. That's what it looks like in there. Almost like gold. It's all shiny. Yeah, there's the shaft. Broken yoke. Ouch. Well, let's go check the other side. Hopefully it's just a U-joint. All right. I went ahead, taking the back plate off, the brake off, and then let's check this side. All right, that's a little bit better. You see the brass bushing here. Put that there, and this looks like the shaft is still good on this side. Yeah. The U-joint's not broken, and this side's good. Other than yeah. There. Sorry, I moved my little helper seat bench. I had to turn the knuckle to get this out. Got the shaft out. It's in decent shape. At least I got something to look for. Yeah. Right. Let's move on to the rear brakes. Now, I gotta deal with these axles. Look at that. I loosened my brakes. Look at that. It actually says right, where is it? Right here. Canada. Made in Canada. Oh. Okay. Let's pop these axles out. I'm gonna bust these out, put the end back. And give me a sec. Ear protection for safety. Get old, you can't hear anymore. All right. Behind here, it's probably little wedges. So if I see my hammer, there.
Those are little wedges here. I call them wedges. I don't know. There. Huh. Well, no oil came out. Yeah. These are tapered like that, and hold that axle behind. Pull my part, in the way. There's the axle. Same thing as the front. Bend that tab, loosen that nut, take the whole hub out behind the brake. Now I like to put my stuff back on so then you don't kick it around. So put the wedge back on. I'll lose it. Your wedge and your nuts. And the same way it protects these studs. So that's just something I do. You know, you lose something like this, you're gonna be paying for, and then this truck is on the budget, which is budget. There's no budget. It's like zero. So just a little bit at a time. There, go on. Now, let's look for that tab, which is on the bottom. Bend that tab back. Hopefully I don't get any surprises like the front axle. I can tell somebody's been in here because there's some chisel marks over here. Jesus, light. It's like the song, Blinded by the Light. If you're working in the shop, you're always going to get blinded by that stupid treble light. Be helped if I have the right socket for that. Which I don't. So. And I'm going to keep working on this, and then we'll fast forward to when I get it off. Okay, got to do the nuts, bolt nuts off. Try to get this bearing out. Back up all the brakes, all the way. Trying to get this bearing out. These bearings are still good. Oh. Like new seals in there. Oh. Same thing. Almost look like brand new brakes. Brake shoes anyways. Oh, brake drums. Brake drum looks pretty in pretty decent shape. Yeah. So actually see a new seal. And then there's a lot of material still left. Wow. I must have did a brake job and then just parked it for a while. They gave up on it. Yeah. I'll be checking these brakes, these drums, and see if there's any cracks. And if you actually see that there's barely any ridge there. Yeah, there's like no ridge at all. Still like brand new. And later on, I guess we'll try to source up some shafts and then go through the rest of the truck, because I want to put it on the road. We'll be doing the bushings. That I'm just going to replace them. That's everything with a kingpin and all that stuff. And figure out if we can cut this frame or get another box or extend the box. So, if you like what you see, hit the like button and subscribe, and I'll make some more videos. And once we have a little bit of funding, I'll put some money into it. For now, there's no funding. See ya.